Get ready to put on your favorite smiley mask, cause today we're talking about Dream. So who the heck is Dream? And why has his music had such polarizing reactions? Why did he completely stop making music with seemingly no new songs coming anytime soon? Now, it's 2023, so just about every human with a pulse and an internet connection knows who Dream is. But if you haven't heard of him, I'm here to help you climb out of that rock you live under, so we can learn about the gaming world's biggest sensation of the 21st century. At least so far. Dream is a pro gamer and social media influencer who rose to prominence through his wildly entertaining Minecraft gameplay videos. He started uploading videos of himself playing Minecraft in the summer of 2019, under his current brand at least. The real boom to his channel started when he made a few videos about the legendary YouTuber PewDiePie. Clickbaiting a large YouTuber for views, now that's some shady stuff. What kind of degenerate scumbag would do that? Anyway, Dream's career would absolutely soar in 2020 and 2021 with his patented series called Minecraft Manhunt, where he would attempt to speedrun and beat the game of Minecraft while his friends hunted him down and tried to slay him. In Minecraft, that is. The Minecraft Manhunt series is interestingly where Dream first truly started to become known for his musical expression. Although he didn't compose any of the background music for his Manhunt videos, Dream's music selection was quite unique and tasteful. So much so that certain songs became synonymous with Dream Speedrunning Song or Dream Speedrunning Music, despite him not having composed them. Separately from his Manhunt series, he would earn first place in the official competitive Minecraft speedrun leaderboards a few times. Similar to his Manhunt videos, Dream would use music to dramatize the events. This is an awesome, but certainly unusual thing to do in the competitive Minecraft community. This is what a normal Minecraft speedrun world record sounds like. But this is what Dream's world record sounded like.
It's going down. Okay.
Needless to say, this made Dream's world records quite unique and frankly fantastic to watch. Around that time, Dream also began the popular Dream SMP. For those who don't play or even understand Minecraft, the Dream SMP is basically a virtual reality world where dozens of large YouTube creators and Twitch streamers could gather online. They roleplay and act out loosely scripted scenes, and you can watch the story from any of the characters' perspectives. Unfortunately, from here on out, Dream's career would take somewhat of a downturn. In the second half of 2021, Dream was exposed for having cheated one of his Minecraft speedruns that he had uploaded to the official leaderboard. He began uploading less and less frequently, culminating with him uploading only 4 videos in 2022. This inactivity caused a sharp decline in his viewership and relevance as an online cultural figure. Dream would somewhat pop off again in late 2022 when he finally committed to his long-awaited face reveal, as well as appear in a Mr. Beast video. Let me just say that although Dream is far past his peak fame, he by no means is irrelevant. Content creators are still clickbaiting him today, and according to Dream himself, he is still quite active behind the scenes. Side note here, as an elementary school teacher, Dream is easily as popular and relevant today as he ever was amongst the elementary school community. Say me if you've heard of Dream. Amazingly, during this 2 to 3 year span, Dream somehow managed to stay completely faceless and anonymous. Up until very recently, nobody knew what he looked like, and his full name is still not known to this very day. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention, the whole thing this video is about. During his time as a famous Minecraft YouTuber, Dream was also writing and releasing original music. To date, Dream has released 3 original songs to the public. He clearly has, or at least had, aspiration as a singer and musical artist. So where did this whole thing begin, and is his music any good? Why don't we hear Dream on the radio more, and why hasn't he released a song in almost 2 years? Because of him staying anonymous for years, very little is known about Dream's background and childhood. Pretty much all we know is that he grew up in Florida, has been playing Minecraft most of his life, and opted out of school to get an online education. Oh, and he was really into sports apparently. According to Dream, he grew up playing competitive soccer and flag football. Dream says that he didn't play any instruments or sing much as a child.
Do you play instrument?
Not really.
I never really sang when I was younger, so it's been a lot of learning and experience.
From his interviews, I get the impression that Dream didn't necessarily come from a musical family. That's just my pure speculation though, I could completely be wrong about that. It seems that Dream grew up enjoying pop and rock music, stating at one point that his favorite song was I Write Sins Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco, which was a pretty big pop radio hit in 2008.
What's your favorite song at the moment?
Well, imagine.
His very username, Dream, is said to have been inspired by the song Dream On by the rock and roll band Aerosmith. Since he started releasing videos under his current brand in 2019, Dream has been known to use music to enhance his videos in a somewhat iconic way.
No, he's going dolphin, he's going dolphin! Oh my god!
This way.
The background music at times makes it feel less like watching a Minecraft Let's Play, and more like watching a piece of cinema. Obviously, Dream is not the first gaming YouTuber to use music in this way, but what did make him somewhat unique is his music choice. In the beginning of his career, Dream got all of his background music from a stock music website called audioblocks.com. His choice of music was so keen though that it never felt like we were listening to stock music. Like I mentioned earlier, much of the music he used became synonymous with Dream himself. His Minecraft Manhunt series is truly when Dream's fame expanded outside of the hardcore gaming community. The first Dream video I ever saw was called Minecraft Speedrunner vs Full Diamond Juggernaut. Having not played Minecraft in years, I was really confused why this video kept popping up in my YouTube recommended feed. I clicked on the video out of pure curiosity and almost instantly got it. The video was absolutely enthralling from the first few seconds until the very end. Besides for his explosive personality and incredibly skilled gameplay, what really captured me was the music. Every musical choice fit the score impeccably.
Woo! How many hearts are you?
Please leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, no.
Watching a Minecraft Manhunt video almost felt like watching a movie, or at least watching an episode of a dramatic TV show. And the fun part of this movie is that often we truly don't know how it's gonna end. One of the moments that really captures this comes from the video Minecraft Speedrunner vs 2 Hunters. In the final battle, it looks pretty obvious that Dream is about to die. But then, one of the hunters makes a dumb mistake, which causes Dream to prevail in an absolutely miraculous way. Take a listen to how the music interplays with the scene.
I've got him cut off.
No! Yes! Come on!
George, I'm on half heart. You gotta hit him off.
I'm trying! What are you doing? Get back! Yes! I broke the water! Yes!
Bye, Dream.
Bye, yes!
George!
Yes! Bye, Dream! You're so bad! Yes! Yes, we won! Wait, what?
George!
He survived! No way!
He lived?
What?
George, you idiot!
Where did he go? Did he just pull again? Did he? What? No! I can't hit him!
Yes!
The first time I ever saw this, I was practically jumping out of my seat. If you're really invested in the story, that music is toying with your emotions. A similar thing happens in the very next Manhunt video, Minecraft Speedrunner vs 3 Hunters, although in the exact opposite direction. Just as it looks like Dream is about to win the final battle, a miraculous play causes the hunters to defeat him.
Oh god.
No, he's in a grapple. No! No!
Yes!
My god.
I won again!
Oh my goodness. Literally.
What? No!
Please.
No!
So why am I even talking about this? I mean, Dream didn't actually write any of these songs, so what does it have to do with his music career? In my opinion, even though Dream didn't actually write the music, these videos are his first public expression of musical creativity. Song choice matters a lot, and it can definitely make or break a video. So Dream's early Minecraft videos help us get a little bit of an insight into his musical tastes and preferences. After the wild success of his musically enhanced Minecraft videos, Dream had an idea. What if I actually write my own music and put it out for the world to see? It's very clear that Dream loves expressing himself to millions of people, and music is kind of a perfect way to do that.
I feel like it's one of those outlets where you really can express yourself fully, like your emotions and how you feel.
So that's exactly what he did. In February 2021, Dream released his first single, Roadtrip, featuring PM Beta. Roadtrip is a 2-minute hip-hop type song where Dream raps about his nostalgia for, well, road trips.
Duh.
20 hours in an old van up the East Coast through the cold wind. Drove 20 hours by the ocean up the East Coast. What a road trip.
The beat was made by the producer Parrish, who was only 17 years old at the time. The first thing I want to say about this song is the beat is awesome. The drums have a great, realistic, yet hip-hoppy feel to them. Parrish does a fantastic job of capturing a nostalgic feel, which is, I'm sure, exactly what Dream asked for. Roadtrip clearly takes inspiration from more contemporary melodic rap styles. Think Travis Scott or Polo G. I would almost call Roadtrip a type of soft mumble rap. I wouldn't even be surprised if Dream was inspired by the OG mumble rapper himself, Drake. The song itself is kinda bad. It's not terrible though. After a short intro with a fun producer tag,
Ayo, Parrish, this shit high, boy.
we get a taste of Dream's vocals.
People change like the tides in the ocean. At least I think, or am I dead wrong? Foot on the brake, got the light, I don't notice. I sit and wait until the next song.
My honest impression is that the lyrics are a little bit dull and his singing feels kind of uninspired. By the way, if you disagree with me, that is totally okay. Personally, I'm just not feeling much expressiveness. It seems like Dream is trying to imitate the very popular auto-tuned mumble rap style, where the rappers sound almost bored or aloof.
Started from the bottom, not a whole team here.
While he does capture some of that, I think he kind of misses the mark in a lot of ways. Let me just say right now that all of this is completely okay, and even to be expected. I mean, this is Dream's first time ever writing music and singing for an audience, so nobody expects him to be Mariah Carey or anything. The second verse of Roadtrip features PM Beta rapping his own original part. If you haven't heard of PM Beta, he's a rapper and Twitch streamer with a pretty decent sized following. He's even signed to a record label called Before the Grapevine, which is to say he's a relatively well established artist. PM Beta's verse on Roadtrip low-key kinda slaps.
I reminisce about a past lifetime.
The lyrics are great, the melody fits the beat, and he's just got a really nice flow. I think it was pretty smart of Dream to incorporate PM Beta in the song. His vocals give the song some real backbone. Overall, Roadtrip is an okay song. It's definitely not stupendous or especially memorable, but it's not terribly offensive or memeable. I mean, it's Dream, so people will meme it anyway.
Now that interstate is paved with I'm making fun of you.
But you know, the beat is fantastic, and the subject matter of nostalgia and long road trips is something I think a lot of people can relate to. Considering he's a brand new artist, this is not a bad start to Dream's music career. I'd give it a solid B-, so good job, Dream. Okay, so at this point, Dream is a popular Minecraft YouTuber who's released his first song. So far, so good. Unfortunately for Dream, his second song is where things took, let's just say, a downward turn.
That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is.
Dream released his sophomore song, Mask, in May 2021, and it was pretty much a complete debacle. This isn't just my opinion, as you'll see a generally negative reception in any comment section or public forum about the song. Mask became somewhat of a widespread meme amongst the online Minecraft community. The Minecraft speedrunning community especially took a dislike to it.
And all that they can ask is, why are you so sad, kid?
I hate Dream.
So what exactly is this song, and what makes it so bad? Mask as a song aims to detail Dream's life and mental struggles. It's a genuine effort at showing his raw emotions, which is why it's a little funny that the first thing that pops out right in the first few seconds of the song is this ridiculously goofy producer tag.
Ayo, Paris, this is high, boy.
Like, what even is that? As we can see, the beat was produced again by Parrish, the same producer who made Roadtrip. Unlike Roadtrip though, where the tag is quick and fits the style of the song,
Ayo, Paris, this shit high, boy.
this producer tag is just kind of slow and goofy sounding.
Ayo, Paris, this is high, boy.
Dream's vocals in Mask indicate pretty much a straightforward pop style, contrasting with the melodic mumble rap style from Roadtrip. The vocals though, oh boy.
And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just on this.
First I want to say, I have zero problem with Dream's heavy use of autotune. I use autotune all the time. The thing about autotune though is that it's best when used to enhance vocals, not to cover up bad singing. Every pop artist on earth uses autotune. The thing is though, most of them actually sound pretty solid without autotune.
Baby, baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you, let me buy you a drink.
If you don't believe me, there are endless YouTube videos showing artists singing with and without autotune. Dream's vocals in Mask sound at times like he's singing completely different notes from what we're hearing, but were pitched up to match what they're supposed to be. This is especially evident during the chorus, where Dream is fully belting out some pretty high notes.
So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying. I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good.
Let me just show you quickly what I mean. Here is me trying my best to sing in tune. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying, I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good. And here's me singing completely out of tune. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying, I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good. Now I'm gonna fix them both using an auto-tune style program. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying, I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying, I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good. Even though they're both technically in tune, you can clearly hear which one sounds better. The one with bad singing sounds kind of off, which is what I think happened in Mask. Additionally, there's this one note Dream sings that really juts out.
And it just keeps on piling, it's so terrifying, it's so terrifying, terrifying.
My guess here is the producer decided tuning this note would be way too obvious, so he just left it untuned. Again, I have no problem with artists using autotune. In Mask though, I think it's just used in a slightly jarring way. By the way, I don't blame Parrish the producer for any of this. Obviously, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. My guess is that he was just really psyched to work with such a big name like Dream, and he didn't want to stir up any tensions by asking Dream to do some more vocal takes. Again, that's just speculation. Parrish and Dream were also working remotely from each other, so obviously Parrish wasn't able to give Dream any vocal coaching between takes, which is something that producers normally do. The lyrics to Mask are, let's just say, interesting. I want to preface this by saying I really do admire how Dream, with his ginormous audience, was so willing to come forward with his most intimate emotions. I'm not sure if I could ever do that, and my audience is, well, pretty much nothing. I love you if you're watching this, by the way. I value you very much. The rhymes in Mask honestly aren't terrible, and I think are even a little clever at times. There are definitely some pretty awkward lyrics in there, though. Like Dream, a 21-year-old man referring to himself as a kid.
And all that they can ask is, why are you so sad, kid?
Or presenting needing glasses as some sort of imposition.
I need help, I'm failing all my classes. They think that I need glasses.
The lyrics, however, are one of the main sources of criticism from the general public. I think the main problem with the lyrics is that they're way too on the nose. I mean, Dream is basically just giving a direct narration of his problems. There's very little figurative language in the song. He feels sad, so he tells us he's sad.
Why are you so sad, kid?
He can't go outside, so he tells us he's scared to go outside.
Scared to go outside, haven't seen the light in ages.
The overall message of this song is a little bit confusing and certainly not very relatable for most people. Reading the lyrics, I feel stuck trying to figure out, is he happy or not? He says he's been wearing a smile so long it's real, but also suggests that he's only happy in his fake online persona. Oh yeah, and there's a music video too. Oh boy, was this something. The music video was mired in controversy and absolutely dogged on by internet commenters. The contention ranged from Dream rushing the video producers who were still in high school with a strict deadline to the actual contents of the video itself. I'm not going to go too much into this music video as there's already a bunch of videos on this topic, but here's the rundown. Dream's music video for Mask was produced by a group of teenagers with reportedly little experience in realistic 3D animation. Dream allegedly made these kids work on a very tight deadline. The video contains some pretty glaring animation errors, as well as a very controversial scene where Dream is shown throwing away his normal pills, with some people interpreting that as him telling kids not to take their medications. I recommend watching this video if you want to know more. The comments section of Mask, unfortunately, pretty much became a public ridicule section. It got so bad that Dream actually ended up taking down the official music video, which he no doubt spent a lot of money to produce. Probably the most positive thing to come out of the whole Mask timeline is that Dream helped launch the career of the parody group We the Sus Music. They ended up making a parody of Mask on, let's just say, some pretty raunchy topics, which ended up being a hilarious viral sensation. I'm not gonna play it because I try to keep my videos family friendly, but you're definitely free to go check it out. This is kind of a side note, but something I find fascinating is that there seems to be somewhat of a rift between the general public's opinion on Mask and professional music reviewers. While most casual listeners have a distaste for the song, some very prominent music critics have a more positive impression, which is interesting.
I guess I do appreciate Dream being as open and honest as he can on a pop song about this topic.
I think this vocal take is actually very good. Like, I'd be pretty happy working with this vocal take, but overall, it feels like he has a really cool team and like people are doing a really good job with this.
After Mask, Dream would take a bit of a break from making music. This was also around the time when Dream was involved in the cheating scandal involving his Minecraft speedrun, and he began slowing down on making videos. Then, in August 2021, Dream dropped a surprise track on his music channel called Change My Clothes, featuring Alec Benjamin.
I really wanna change the world but can't change my clothes. Wanna find a girl but can't find my phone. I just lie in bed till the afternoon, dreaming about the things that I wanna do.
I remember the day this song came out and being surprised for a few reasons. For one, nobody was expecting him to drop a song since he hadn't made any public announcements about it. Secondly, Change My Clothes sounded very different from his first two songs. Change My Clothes is a humble and laid-back bedroom pop song, which is a pretty stark contrast to the loud expressiveness of Mask. Don't get me wrong, it's just as expressive as Mask, just in a more melancholy way. Dream's vocals are more subdued and in a much more comfortable range for him.
Don't lack imagination. I'm just too scared to try. Afraid that I won't make it. But if I never step outside.
While Dream's vocals in Roadtrip somewhat reminded me of Travis Scott or Polo G, his vocals in Change My Clothes remind me more of Billie Eilish or Her. His singing is no doubt still a little awkward sounding,
At first my calculations seem bulletproof to me.
but it's a huge improvement from anything that we had heard before. In terms of vocals, it seemed like Dream had finally found his lane. And this isn't just my opinion, it's also reflected in the more positive demeanor of his YouTube comments section. Overall, Dream's singing is honestly quite pleasant to listen to. Something else that makes this song different from the last two is that Dream didn't write it on his own. Change My Clothes was primarily written by featured artist Alec Benjamin, which he pretty much gifted to Dream. Dream certainly had some contributions to the song, but to what extent I have no idea.
It was really fun. We sort of like, talked on the phone a bunch and figured out a way to work together, and it came together really organically.
To be honest, I had never heard of Alec Benjamin before Dream put the song out, which is kind of embarrassing since he's apparently a pretty huge artist. I guess it was a pretty smart marketing tactic. He gained at least one new follower, so good job, Alec. Alec Benjamin's vocals on Change My Clothes are silky smooth and pair quite nicely with Dream's when they sing the chorus in unison.
I really wanna change the world but can't change my clothes. Wanna find a girl but can't find my phone. I just lie in bed till the afternoon, dreaming about the things that I wanna do.
The song was produced by Brian Phillips and Tim Pagnotta, who themselves create a distinct sound from Dream's previous producer, Parrish. The production, in a way, sounds more sophisticated than Dream's first two songs. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing but praise and admiration for Parrish. His beats are excellent, especially for someone so young. Change My Clothes just has a very different feel to it. The wavy guitar reverb and the Beatles-style background vocals add some very interesting flavors to the song.
It's worth it to make some mistakes. You miss all of the shots that you don't take.
The lyrics are absolutely beautiful as well, as Dream and Alec Benjamin sing about longing to break free from depression. Change My Clothes is a rock-solid song. I give it an A+. As of making this video, Change My Clothes is the last song that Dream has released. He hasn't put out any new music since August 2021, and hasn't shown any signs of plans to drop any new songs anytime soon. So why did Dream seemingly cease his music career, and can we expect him to return? Dream hasn't commented very much on this, so anything said about these questions is pure speculation. My guess is that Dream had a really terrible experience with Mask, and is maybe a little paranoid about releasing new music. Who can blame him though? I honestly think anyone receiving a daily bombardment of criticism from hundreds of thousands of people in this way would be less inclined to create more art. Dream never really got any overwhelmingly positive receptions to his music, so the vicious negativity, unfortunately, is pretty much all he's ever experienced. On top of this, it doesn't really appear that making music was ever Dream's real #1 passion, that being gaming and coding. The negative reception, combined with a possible lack of passion, may have caused Dream to decide to give up entirely. It's possible that I'm completely wrong, by the way. Maybe he's been writing songs behind the scenes this entire time and we just haven't heard them. Who knows? I suspect Dream wasn't really planning to make any more music, but put out the song with Alec Benjamin after the Mask debacle because he was approached by a big artist and thought it would be a cool and unique experience to work together. The way Dream's music career panned out is highly unusual, and I would even say unprecedented in some ways. Dream is definitely not the first non-musician celebrity to branch out into music. Celebrities like Bradley Cooper, Shaquille O'Neal, Addison Rae, former President Bill Clinton, and even some large Minecraft YouTubers have all publicly released or performed music. The most well-known music released by fellow big-name Minecraft personalities has usually been silly and fun, or some kind of parody. This is a contrast with Dream's more serious and intimate lyrics. He's not completely alone though. Fellow Minecraft YouTuber and Dream SMP member Tubbo has also released more serious and emotionally divulging music.
Life's getting hard. I'm too young for a credit card, and I crashed the very first time I drove my parents' car.
Dream and Tubbo are actually close friends, so I wouldn't be surprised if Tubbo partially inspired Dream to make music of his own. What really made Dream's music career so different from the rest is his decision to stay faceless and anonymous. Think about any big artist you might listen to. Virtually every single one has had their name attached to their music, and has had their face revealed. Even artists who prefer not to publicly disclose their full name, like Sia or Marshmello, aren't completely anonymous. I want to emphasize that there's nothing wrong with what Dream did. He has every right to privacy if that's what he wants. Hiding your identity has direct implications, of course, like making it difficult to perform live or meet your fans in person. I think there are much deeper and more nuanced implications though. Across culture and history, music is a community collaboration. Dream has stated before that he limits his time in public and is very careful about choosing who he interacts with in an effort to hide his identity. My guess is Dream hasn't gone to too many jam sessions or musician meetups to show off his music or exchange ideas with other artists. I'm guessing he probably didn't take too many music lessons or get much vocal training, but I could definitely be wrong about that. Maybe he did some meetups online or something, but that's certainly no substitute for in-person collaboration. Even the collaborations we do know he did were completely remote, with his collaborator often doing the majority of the work. To add to this, any small creator or fan talking to the one and only Dream might potentially feel intimidated to tell him what they really think of his lyrics. I know I would feel that way. My guess is that Dream was mostly surrounded by yes men up until the moment he released his songs. I mean, maybe some of his friends told him that his lyrics were cringy, but who knows. The thing is though, making cringy music in the beginning of your musical development is possibly the most normal thing on the planet. It really is the bread and butter of musical growth. Heck, I've made a ton of cringy music before, probably even cringier than Dream's. Look at Charlie Puth's first songs. Before he became an international superstar, Charlie Puth used to make music like this.
Who threw this pickle at me? I got an owie. Who threw this pickle at me? That's a firm pickle. Can't you see I'm trying to eat my bagel? Who threw this pickle at me?
Yes, that's really Charlie Puth. The thing though is that Charlie Puth made his cringy music when he had basically no following. Dream released his cringy music basically at the peak of his career with, in my opinion, maybe not enough input from other musicians. All of the non-musician celebrities I mentioned earlier either had a musical upbringing like Bill Clinton, Tubbo, and Shaq, or were hand-led by music industry insiders like Bradley Cooper. Dream unfortunately had neither, which is what I think might have led him to falter. There is one name that I mentioned that I've kind of glossed over, and that's TikTok star Addison Rae. She, in some ways, has a very similar story to Dream, as her music is extremely cringy and was also quite negatively received by the general public. You can see as much by scrolling the comments section of her song Obsessed. The difference between her and Dream, though, is that she kinda just ignores the hate and owns it. She definitely hasn't slowed down creating content, and has even performed her music live on several occasions. To summarize, Dream did something that basically every musician on Earth has done, but with an unfortunately large spotlight on him. On top of this, his wealth and privilege allowed him to take some shortcuts that very few beginner musicians are afforded. He was able to pay producers to create beats and chord progressions without learning how to do it himself. Not a lot of artists are able to release a high-quality animated music video for the second song they ever wrote. To be honest though, I don't fully blame Dream for the situation. Dream was clearly itching to express his feelings to an audience as soon as possible. In a way, I kind of respect him for just diving in. Sure, he could have learned the ins and outs of music theory, learned how to use a digital audio workstation, and taken lessons in singing and lyric writing, but mastering all those crafts takes years. That's why it's so impressive that his producer Parrish was able to produce such fantastic beats at only age 17. The main takeaway I get from Dream's music career is you shouldn't go it alone. Making good music requires years of trial and error and tons of collaboration. It's vitally important as a musician to meet as many fellow musicians as you can and hang out and jam with them as much as possible. The best music Dream ever made was when he collaborated with more experienced artists. Personally, I do hope that Dream continues to write new songs and keeps expressing himself through music. Just like every great artist, with time, he will break free from his cringe phase and blossom into something awesome. Woo! I want to say a quick thank you to Dream. Even though he has no idea who I am, he has said that everybody is free to comment on or react to his music without copyright violation, which saved me a ton of trouble, so thanks. Also, yes, I'm reading from a script, which is why my eyes are wandering so much. Thanks for watching. See you next time.